Jake Satter, Shazier Lawson, Brian Carey, Demetrius Moore, and Elijah Simmons round out the starting five for the Spirit. I know we made mention of this in the open, but if you're just now joining us, this is the Ottawa Spirit. There's head coach Mark Madsen, the big dog for the Wolverines. Second home game, first season as UVU head coach. After last week's victory here at home against Westminster, Utah Valley went on the road and had a tough task in trying to take on the Pioneers at Denver. Utah Valley was fighting all the way through that game until Denver on the last 4 possessions hit 4 straight threes. Unconscious. Utah Valley dropped that one by 12. But they're taking on Ottawa Spirit tonight in the Ottawa Spirit in their 3rd year of existence from the Golden State Athletic Conference. In the first 2 years of the program, as you see a good shot right there of head coach Matt Keeley. He's been with the team, the head coach of the Ottawa Spirit for the last 3 seasons. 21-38 is the record. The last 2 years, guys, they played in the local high school gym. So this year is the inaugural season of their brand new Faith Arena on campus. And they got a big victory last week at home against their hometown crowd, against Embry-Riddle. And one of the big fellas that we're going to take a look at throughout the rest of the night, you can't miss him. He's got a sweet little buzz cut with the afro on top, blonde hair and glasses. Demetrius Moore, we'll talk about him later on for the Ottawa Spirit. You take a look right there. Big Brandon Morley set to get the tip-off started for the Wolverines against Shazier Lawson. Utah Valley in their home white and green. The Spirit in their black with the purple and red. Game on, Wolverines and the Spirit. Utah Valley wins the tip. Look for Utah Valley to try and get out of the gate early with some pace and momentum. And Brandon Morley just trying to get those jitters out of the way. Gets that travel call against him. Ottawa Spirit, they average 92.3 points per game. So in essence, what that means, they're not afraid to shoot the rock and they can score. Granted, I know this is a Division I team with an NIAI team, but still, you have to have the same confidence going forward. Brandon Everett in transition finds Isaiah White. Isaiah White with the reverse, gets fouled in the process, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be against Demetrius Moore. That'll be his first. Isaiah White, who a week ago had a career-high 25 points. Fantastic performance from Isaiah White, who makes the first basket. First official points on the contest. Isaiah White misses the second. And the Spirit with the rebound. And again, quickly trying to get that ball past half court. A little jump stop in midair. Ball was tipped, so no travel is the call. But there's a 3 that misses. And Morley and Trey Woodbury with the rebound gives way to Brandon Everett in transition now. Everett dancing around the 3-point line. Gets a little shimmy, looking for some help. Isaiah White with 18 on the clock. Woodbury to Jardine. Everett stops and pops with the one hand from the elbow. Ottawa misses on the other side. Everett had just got the last bucket for the Wolverines. Feeling it. Going through. Misses. Big Morley with the rebound. Misses the putback. Gets another rebound. Padding the stats here. Morley, big size mismatch down low, posting up, draws the contact. Referee says no shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that last foul call against Ottawa will go against Shazier Lawson. That'll be his first personal. Take another look at it. Lawson, again, the big size mismatch. Lawson listed at 6'7", going against big Brandon Morley, who's a 7-footer. Wolverines inbound. Everett had 16 points all in the second half last week against Westminster. Had a team high 17 on Saturday in Denver. Now Kazan Jardine posted up with 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the clock. Nice move down low by Kazan Jardine. 5-0 Utah Valley on top. And there's the man, Demetrius Moore, putting it on the ground. Ottawa loses it, but Morley's there for the rebound. Now Brandon Everett again in transition. Everett with the speed, the shimmy, draws the contact, reverse layup. A 7-0 run for the Wolverines. Ottawa looking to put a stop to the bleeding. Kazan Jardine strips Brian Carey. Trey Woodbury on the run. Trey Woodbury trying to split the defense. Count it! Oh, offensive foul. Both officials were looking and debating with each other here. Offensive foul called against Trey Woodbury. And that smile tells everything. Nice defensive stop there from Demetrius Moore. And Woodbury just trying to get around and couldn't dance well enough. Carey bringing the ball up for the Spirit. Moore. Good outlet there to Lawson. Back to Carey again. Satter. 16 on the clock. Back to Carey. Carey driving, dribbling around. Stuck in the key. Kick out three-pointer here for Ottawa. And there's the first three-pointer, first points of the match. Elijah Simmons. Jardine gets stripped from behind. Demetrius Moore, and he'll lay it up old school. 7-5 Wolverines on top. 5 straight points now for Ottawa. Utah Valley got out of the gate early with a 7-0 run, and Ottawa's responded with a 5-0 run in the last 30 seconds. Morley. Everett. 15 on the clock. Woodbury. Isaiah White creates a space, draws the contact, no shot. And that foul will go against Elijah Simmons. Isaiah White used the elbow to create his own space, and Simmons just came after him right there. Trey Woodbury, the Euro stop, fade away. Misses. Isaiah White skies up for the rebound and the putback. 9-5, Wolverines on top. Demetrius Moore for three. That one misses. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Here comes Everett past half court. Everett steps into a three. That one rims off. Isaiah White with another rebound. 15 on the shot clock. Everett creating his own space, lulling his defender to sleep. Kicks it back out. Big Brandon Morley with 5 on the clock. Got to put it up. That one rims off. Kazan Jardine fights for the rebound and gets fouled in the process. And that'll take us to our media timeout. 9-5, Utah Valley on top at the first media break. Wolverine basketball when we return here at the UCCU Center on UVU TV.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else?
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life.
If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Hyundai. I promise you'll love it. Get more vehicle for your dollar from Utah's largest Hyundai dealer.
Drive home a new 2019 Hyundai Tucson for only $199 a month, or you'll love the new Elantra for only $13,990.
Go ahead and compare at MurdochHyundai.com.
You've got to come and see it in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
I came to college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
Coach Mark Madsen and his crew drawing up a play here. Utah Valley on top 9-5 over the Spirit from Ottawa. Out of Surprise, Arizona, the NIAI school coming into the UCCU Center tonight trying to get a big-time upset. There's already been a big upset in the college basketball world tonight. Number 1, Kentucky, where Utah Valley is going to be exactly a week from yesterday in Lexington next Monday. They fell to Evansville. The Purple Aces 67, the Wildcats 64. Kentucky was favored by 25 points. But that's why you always play the game, says Coach Mark Madsen. First-year head coach, the man that I grew up watching on my beloved Lakers. Southern California kid, born and raised with the Lakers. Now he's here in Utah, trying to get win number 2 on the season. And there the man is, T.J. Washington, seeing his first official minutes of action this season for the Wolverines, and he draws a foul. T.J. Washington missed the first couple games of the season, but now he is fully back and ready to play and looks to make an impact very early. The guy, one of the 2 returners from last year, he stepped into a 3, rims off, and a bad pass from Ottawa gives it right back to the Wolverines. Trey Woodbury going right at the rack. Brandon Morley with the rebound. Count it! And 1 for the big fella. Trey Woodbury fighting through the defense. Morley biding his time, gets the rebound, puts it back up and in after the contact. And Morley with the big, nice touch from the charity stripe, finishes the three-point play, 12-5. And J.J. Overton set to check in for the Wolverines. Carey trying to respond for Ottawa. Guarded by Morley. Now down low, Lawson. Lawson with the nice elevation. Couldn't get that one to fall. Isaiah White now for the Wolverines. Kazan Jardine was calling for it in the corner. Offensive foul called against Isaiah White. And J.J. Overton comes in for Trey Woodbury. And now Eman Olajapoke will step in for Brandon Morley. Ottawa Spirit trailing the Wolverines 5-12. It's sketchy offensive series there for Ottawa. And Overton skies up for the big rebound to get it back into Wolverine possession. And T.J. Washington is going to get called for an offensive foul. Trying to plead his case. As soon as T.J. got the ball, he turned right around. Didn't even have a chance to dribble. Now Ege Havza, mass substitutions. It's like a line change from hockey. Havza comes in for Isaiah White. So out of the 5 Wolverines on the floor, only one of them was a player last year and started. Eman Olajapoke might have got a finger on it. Harassing Ottawa at the rim. Now here comes T.J. Washington. Gives away Kazan Jardine with the pump fake. Puts it on the floor. Splits the defense. Rims off. Olajapoke. Offensive rebound over the back. They're going to call a push before he went over the back. It's the official call. Kazan Jardine trying to split 3 defenders. That one's too strong. Olajapoke using that go-go gadget arm of his. Tip it up. See if we can see where the foul comes in. Man, right there you see a little shove from behind maybe. Elijah Simmons. Nice stop and pop. Kiss off the glass for Brian Carey. And Ottawa's still hanging in there. 12-7. Olajuwon at the elbow, gives way to TJ Washington. Washington, no-look pass to Kazan Jardine. That one comes up short. Jardine gets his own rebound, and that one gets blocked by Ottawa. And here comes Demetrius Moore and the Spirit. Moore running coast to coast. That one rims off. Ege Habza, burst of speed for the Wolverines spin move. TJ Washington calling for some help. And a reach-in foul against Ottawa. Brian Kerr, that'll be his second. And Coach Madsen continuing to try and pull in the reins with his enthusiasm. Got a box coach's box warning. Substitution, Demetrius Moore now will take a seat for Ottawa. And stepping into the game for the first time is Maxwell Moses. If that's not a basketball name, I don't know if I've ever heard a better one. Freshman from Los Angeles, California. TJ Washington with his first official points of the 2019-2020 season. And he gets an approval from one of the fantastic season ticket holders here in Utah Valley. TJ Washington misses the second. And a quick outbreak now. Cameron centers. Moses. Moses drives. Had to throw that one high off the glass. Iman Olajuwon was there. Now here comes Ege Habza in transition. Habza. Kazan Jardine misses. Ege Habza with the quick hand, steals it. Iman Olajuwon in transition with the touch in the paint. Ege Habza's must-see TV. Never know what he's going to do. So quick with his hands. Iman Olajuwon, nice strong finish in the paint for the Wolverines. 15-7. UVU extends their lead over Ottawa. Nice drive and head fake move. And there's no official call yet whether the bucket counts. And now the official and one is the call. That foul was against Kazan Jardine, his first personal. And he'll take a seat as Trey Woodbury comes back in for him and take another look at that replay. Strong finish from Simmons. Sophomore forward from Scottsdale, Arizona. Nice touch. Simmons finishes the old school three-point play. 15-10, Utah Valley lead, only 5. A little over 12 minutes left to play in the first half. TJ Washington slices his way through the hoop, misses. Here comes Ottawa. Simmons in the corner. A little miscommunication, top of the key. Moore, spin move, and they're going to call an offensive foul. J.J. Overton, nice position outside the arc, and that'll take us to our media timeout. It'll be Wolverine basketball when we return on UVU TV right after this.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU. Inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Here's a cool time-lapse shot of the UCCU Center, the new court for the Wolverines. this was barely put in place early last week. The new center court logo. You got that cool outline of the state of Utah right behind it. Technology at its finest. All those years of playing Tetris, Legos come to fruition for those fantastic, talented people putting that court together. Utah Valley on top of Ottawa 15-10 early on in the first half. TJ Washington with his first minutes of action in this season. After last week's victory against Westminster, Coach Madsen said that this team is still learning how to play with each other. And a couple of these guys, handful of these guys, haven't played a full year's worth of college basketball. They're still trying to get in transition with it. J.J. Overton gets called for the offensive foul. So it might take these Wolverines a little while to get back on track. J.J. Overton driving, throwing his shoulder. Demetrius Moore, it's Demetrius Moore's second time being on the receiving end of an offensive foul tonight. Again, Ottawa only down by 5. Demetrius Moore, quick hands in the paint, gets a kiss off the glass. Ottawa only down by 3. Washington keeps it himself, drives to the lane, trying to do a reverse. He gets fouled in the process. Guilty party, Jake Satter. And TJ Washington will go to the line to shoot 2. TJ Washington from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coffeyville Community College makes the first free throw. And Isaiah White checks back into the game. TJ Washington and Isaiah White, again, part of this bunch of teammates trying to figure out a way to play with each other. Said they had a little bit of a chip on their shoulder based off of everything that happened in the offseason with Coach Pope leaving to go to BYU, and they have something that they want to prove to a lot of people. Emmanuel Japoke forcing that one to be a high arcer. Egehavza, quick pass to Washington. Washington with the juke move. Couldn't finish at the rack. Big rebound for Ottawa. Moore, give and go to Simmons in transition. Simmons showing off the muscles, laying that one up and in. 17-14, Utah Valley on top. Olajapoke all alone. Gives way to Washington. Now 20 on the shot clock. Washington can't split the defense. Simmons. Center slowing things down for Ottawa. Moore finds its way all the way back to Centers. Centers now with 10 on the shot clock, gives low to Moore. Moore with the turn. And Moore doing what he does best. Coming into this game, said he averages 23.3 points per game. And already team high and game high 8 points. Ottawa only down by 1, 17-16, less than 10 to play in the first half. Wolverines with the ball, trying to find some rhythm offensively. Egehavza weaving his way. Here's a three-pointer. That one misses. Olajapoke gets another rebound, and another offensive foul called. And Brendan Everett checks in for TJ Washington. And Coach Madsen's going to call a timeout and think things over. And we'll stay here with it. Coming out of this timeout, it'll be Ottawa basketball. You see Brandon Everett again trying to have a name for himself here in Utah after a quick stint in Oklahoma State. Said he had a great visit with the coaching staff from before. Came up here and really felt like he was at home at Utah Valley. We want to give his last year of eligibility here everything he has. That he is one of those players like Kazan Jardine and Ege Hamza, who had to sit out last year. Still trying to get back into the groove of playing Division I basketball. Right out of the timeout, Ottawa's Shazier Lawson makes the first free throw to tie the ball game back up. Ottawa takes the lead for the first time, 18-17. Everett now to Trey Woodbury. Everett with 10 on the shot clock, drives, nice spin move, and he makes the bucket. Brandon Everett, so good, so silky. Carey gives way to Moore. Moore puts up a desperation three. That one rims off. Comes into the hands of Morley, gives it quickly to Eke Hamza in transition. Hamza looking for somebody to give it to. Brandon Everett. Everett again, weaving his way. Teardrop floater, that one's good. 4 straight points for Brandon Everett. And once he starts heating up, he's hard to stop. 21-18, Utah Valley quickly responding. And here's another teardrop floater, a bank shot. Had to go over the Empire State Building to get that one in. Carey now with 4 points for Ottawa. Trey Woodbury with it for the Wolverines and Isaiah White. 16 on the shot clock for the Wolverines. Isaiah White's going to step into a three. That one misses. Morley with the rebound. And another offensive foul against Brandon Morley. Every time Utah Valley tries to go for a rebound, there's to be a whistle that's being called. Brandon Everett, however, the last 4 straight points for the Wolverines. Getting things started here for Utah Valley. Less than 8 minutes to play. Silky smooth, BA smooth. We'll be right back after this. Eman Olajokboke trying to inspire some of his teammates. Because Utah Valley only on top of Ottawa, 21-20. Less than 8 minutes to play here in the first. Eman Olajokboke with 2 points on the contest. Ottawa on the other side, leading scorer for them. Simmons with 8. Moore with 6. Carey with 4. Lawson with 2. Shazier Lawson will go to the free throw line to continue to try and add to that point total. Try and tie this game back up. And he does. Lawson has 3 points, all from free throws. Still looking for his first field goal, 0 of 5 from the floor. And Ottawa retakes the lead. So 4 free throws for Lawson. Brandon Everett, who's had the last 4 points for Utah Valley. Team high 8 now. Trying to get things going offensively for the Wolverines. Hamza, 16 on the shot clock. comes off a screen from Morley. Hovza looking to distribute. Gives it to White. White with the spin move. Hovza with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Has to put up a big three-pointer. Splash down for Hovza. That's the first three-pointer of the game for Utah Valley. Breaks the 0-7 drought. Utah Valley back on top by 2, 24-22. Nice move to the hoop on the other side by Shazier Lawson, draws the foul. Hovza, again, NBA range, stepping back from the east side of that Utah State line. Pretty form. With 2 on the shot clock, that thing falls through, and Lawson makes another free throw on the other side. Lawson a perfect 5 for 5 so far. And he misses. 24-23, Wolverines on top by 1. A little bit over 7 minutes left in the first half. Trey Woodbury, nice feed. Splash down for Woodbury. Back-to-back three-pointers for Utah Valley. And then they're going to call Utah Valley with the foul. Shazier Lawson gets his first bucket. It's going to be an and one, send him back to the free throw line. It's almost to the point now where Shazier Lawson will be paying rent to the charity stripe. They're going to call that one on Isaiah White. That's his second personal. And Isaiah White will take a breather. Ege Hovza as well. TJ Washington and JJ Overton check back in. Shazier Lawson makes the free throw. He is tied with his teammate Elijah Simmons now, both 8 apiece. And the Wolverines again trying to respond. Everett with the lob floater again in the lane. Brandon Everett, first official basketball player with double figures tonight. 10 points for Everett. Lawson with the spin move, creates a space with the left hand off the glass. Woodbury sees a hole, drives. Nice finish at the rack. (31-28), Ottawa down by 3. Nice drive and dish, creating the contact. Elijah Simmons with the head fake caught Trey Woodbury in the air. Nice drive and dish. Brian Carey. And Elijah Simmons got Woodbury to bite on the head fake. And Simmons will go to the line. Simmons with 8 points. Perfect from the field, 3 of 3. And he makes his second free throw in the evening. He's now 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Simmons comes up short on the next one. And a big rebound there from Ottawa. In transition, three-pointer. Rebounded by J.J. Overton. Overton to Everett. Everett now to Woodbury, back to Washington. To Overton again. Overton in the lane, creates contact, throws it off the glass. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul's called against Shazier Lawson. J.J. Overton, whose official name is Jameson, makes the first free throw. Born in Salt Lake, then moved down to San Diego. Said this time of year he misses San Diego with the cold weather up here, but deep down inside he is a mountain man and likes the mountains more than the beach. And he makes both free throws. Nice drive there by Carey. So quick. Averett. Overton. Overton drives, creates contact, and misses again. Moore with the Hail Mary pass, finds Simmons with the reverse layup, gets it to go. Nice sequence there for Ottawa, and we're all tied back up again, 33 apiece. Coach Madsen calling a timeout to talk things over. Moore, I think that one slipped out of his hands, but actually gave him a better arc to find Simmons. Simmons creating his own space. Old school Dilfer's dimes from Moore to Simmons. And Simmons, enough composure to get the reverse layup to fall. So 5 minutes and 2 seconds remain here in the first half, 33-33. On the other side, Coach Matt Keeley has to be very happy with his team's performance. Coming into this game, we knew that they were not going to back down, Ottawa. They're not going to shy away from this opportunity to play Division I school. Very grateful for the opportunity. So far, living up to their hype. Wolverines now less than 5 minutes to play in the first half. Trying to find their mojo. Cass and Jardine. 10 on the shot clock, gives way to TJ Washington. Thought about the three-pointer. Instead drives, creates contact, no foul call. Here comes Ottawa again. Carey with the drive. Misses at the rack, rebounded by Woodbury in Utah Valley. Woodbury going to take it himself up the court. Woodbury in the key, going coast to coast. He misses. J.J. Overton gets the rebound. Goes to Woodbury. Woodbury with the layup. And Woodbury comes across the court, gets his hand on it, tips it out of play. Good look at Trey Woodbury. When he took off, I think he thought he was closer to the rim than he actually was. But it counts just the same either way. Demetrius Moore steps off. Maxwell Moses comes back on. Shazier Lawson calling for it in the post. Gets the head fake against Iman Olajapoke and gets a foul against Olajapoke. That's Iman Olajapoke's third personal foul. Shazier Lawson makes the free throw. Now he's tied with his teammate Elijah Simmons with the team high and game high 11 points. And he misses the second. Rebounded by TJ Washington. Wolverines pass midcourt. Averett, Hobza, Overton, Jardine. Averett again, Hobson now with 15 on the clock. Switching it up, Washington calling for the screen, gets the screen. Washington back out to Jardine. Jardine with the pump fake, gives it up for Overton. 2 on the shot clock, and Utah Valley didn't see the shot clock go down. Shot clock violation gives way to our media timeout. Wolverines only on top, 35-34. Ottawa Spirit basketball when we return right after this. Wolverine basketball on UVU TV.
only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from DNA analysis to animal behavior, there is a place for you at UVU. A place to rise, to engage, to succeed, to become.
Head coach Matt Keeley in his 3rd season, been with this team and with this program since its inception 3 years ago. Coaching up his squad, who's only trailing Utah Valley by 1. 34-35 is the score. 3:30 left to play here in the first half. And his mixed match of players is giving Utah Valley fits right now. Utah Valley still trying to figure out their rhythm, figure out their groove. Coach Madsen still trying to figure out what lineup works best with what play designs he wants to call. TJ Washington seeing his first minutes of action this season. Washington with 3 points so far. All 3 of those coming from the charity stripe. Ottawa basketball out of the huddle. Brian Carey with it. 11 on 11 as he goes against Averett. Carey just drives. Averett says no thank you. Averett showing he can do it all. Carey trying to drive. Averett floating and just comes over with that big right hand. Smacks it out of play and has a little stare afterwards. Averett trying to get himself pumped up a little bit. Elijah Simmons checks back in for the Wolverine, for the Spirit. Demetrius Moore steps off. Satter gives into Simmons. Simmons with the hesitation fake. Comes up short. Overton with the rebound for Utah Valley. Pushing it up court. TJ Washington. Bounce pass to Habza. Habza back to Washington. Cassie Jardine with it. Overton. Down low, back to Jardine. Jardine posting up. Nice footwork. Gets it to fall. Cassie Jardine. Now 4 points. 2 of 6 from the floor. Utah Valley with the defense on the other side. Ege Habza in the corner. And they're going to say he stepped on the line, stepped out of bounds. Another turnover for the Wolverines. Nice post-up play by Kazan Jardine. A little shoulder fake. A nice touch with the right hand. A shoulder shimmy. .2:30 left to play in the first half. That one last touched off of Demetrius Moore in Ottawa, the Wolverine basketball. Couple substitutions coming in for Ottawa. Shazier Lawson and Demetrius Moore take a break. Maxwell Moses again comes back in. Deshaun Kirk as well. Jardine, 16 on the shot clock, puts it on the floor, splits the defender. Another layup for Kazan Jardine. He gets a foul call in this one. 3-point play opportunity for number 22. Nice stutter step, hesitation. Caught the defense. Blew right past him. There's a beautiful shot there from the hoop cam. It's possibly my favorite camera angle in all of sports, next to the pylon cam. Kazan Jardine at the free throw line trying to complete the 3-point play. And he does. Kazan Jardine now 7 points on the evening. Utah Valley extends their lead to 6, 40-34. About 2 minutes left to play. And Kazan Jardine's called for a foul on the defensive side. Brian Carey Got Kaz and Jardine to bite. Jardine made the mistake. Carey misses, comes up short. This 2-1 start for Ottawa is the best in the 3-year history of the program. And to answer this week's action, as Carey makes the second, 19th in the NIAI in scoring by average. Again, 92.33 points per game. They've scored 90-plus points in 2 of their 3 outings this season, including breaking 100 in their win over SAGU last Friday. TJ Washington. Nice give and go. Two-handed man jam. JJ Overton. And that's what TJ Washington can do, and what Coach Madsen's expecting him to do is add that spark, that flair that we saw last year from him. Moore top of the key for 3. Hey, Moore answers. 42-38. Little over 1 minute left to play in the first half. Averett off the screen, gives to Habza. Habza with 15 on the clock. Jardine with it. Habza, shake and bake. 9-8 on the clock. Offensive foul against the Wolverines. Take another look. TJ Washington with the no-look pass. JJ Overton rises with the 2 hands. Timeout was called by Ottawa. There's the hoop cam. There it is. Just a money camera shot. I think you saw it. I think JJ Overton gave a wink to the camera there out of the corner of his eye. So Utah Valley on top, 42-38. Coming up at halftime, we will be interviewing Deputy AD Chad Foote, coming from Alabama. Literally and figuratively. He was with the University of Alabama before he came here to Utah Valley, and he was also there this weekend for the game of the century. So we'll try and tread lightly around those waters. LSU defeated Alabama. Be fun to get to know Chad and see what he has up his sleeve, along with Jared Sumption, for this Utah Valley Athletic Department going forward. Utah Valley right now on top of Ottawa, 42-38. 45 seconds left to play. An offensive foul call against Ottawa. The whole Utah Valley bench rose with that one. And that foul's against Shazier Lawson. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. He just put a big shoulder into Kaz and Jardine. TJ Washington taking his time past midcourt. Overton. Jardine. Jardine with the stutter step, puts it on the floor. Reverse layup, Kaz and Jardine. Jardine now, 8 points. 44-38, Wolverines on top. Shot clock is off. Game clock now at 15. Carey taking his time. Single digits now. Carey, ooh, with the step back. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That was dirty. TJ Washington from half court, counts if it goes. That one rims off. Brian Carey with a little venom from Ottawa to end the half. Only down by 4 the Spirit. Utah Valley on top, 44-40 at the break. Leading scorer Brandon Averett with 10 points for the Wolverines. Carey with 10 and Simmons with 11 for Ottawa. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with that halftime interview with Chad Foote right here on UVU TV.
Did you know that over 43 million Americans struggle with mental health problems annually?
43 million.
That's 1 in 5 adults.
Did you know that there's one death by suicide in the United States every 12 minutes?
Did you know that suicide takes the lives of over 40,000 Americans each year?
Over 40,000 mothers,
Fathers,
daughters,
sons,
Brothers.
sisters, and friends. Did you know that you can help reverse this trend?
If you or someone you know is struggling with mental illness, don't keep it to yourself.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great.
Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center halftime. Utah Valley on top of Ottawa 44-40. And the award-winning Utah Valley dance team breaking it down in the background for you. We are pleased to be joined by Deputy AD Chad Foote. Chad, thank you for taking the time to be with us, and welcome officially to Utah Valley.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is exciting.
So you are a Mississippi native.
Yep.
And before you came here, you were at Alabama.
Yep.
So how did you come here to Utah Valley?
Well, my wife's from Utah, so it was an easy choice to come back home, right?
Okay.
We met at Utah State, and so she's from Moab, and we have a lot of family here. I have family here, so but coming back, one thing that really excited us about coming back here is what UVU is doing right now. The student base that we have here is great. The facilities we have here is great. So really, when I was looking at the job and the position, I was like, man, why not, right? Like there were no cons to it. So sure. I was excited to come back.
Now, what's it been like working with Jared Sumption so far?
He might be the nicest guy that I've ever met, and no one ever says a bad thing about him. So I actually moved back pretty close to where he lives.
Okay.
And my daughter has gotten involved in some sports, and we've met a lot of the same people that knew him from high school, and they all have the same comments like, Jared's the nicest guy. I was like, come on, y'all got to have some dirt on him. But they don't. It's just, he's like, he's too nice. He doesn't do anything wrong. So, and that's what I found. Like, I like Jared a lot. He knows what he wants. He's got a good vision, and I believe in it. And we have a good staff, and we all work well together. So it's been fun coming and working with Jared.
What is that vision?
Good question. I think probably to sum it up, we're in it for the student athletes. So whatever we can do to create the best student athlete experience here is what we want to do, and that's what. And Jared has been all for the student athlete and whatever they need to make them successful in the classroom, on the field or the court, and in life. And that's what we try to preach every day.
And you were a student athlete yourself, right?
I was, kind of.
What did you dabble in?
I played football at Utah State, but I played bench mostly. So. But it was fun. We had a lot of fun. And that's one thing, my mom, when I got into this business, she said, Chad, why are you doing this? And my simple response was, somebody did this for me to provide me a good experience, and now I'm returning the favor. So that's what I'm looking at doing now.
So what are some things in the near future that Wolverine fans out there, anybody out there, can look forward to?
We're going to be competitive. We're going to do everything we can to win. And so whatever we need to do that is what our mission is here. Some of the things, we've got some exciting facilities I think we're looking into doing, and so there's going to be some opportunity there. I think we're doing everything we can to make it an exciting atmosphere at our sporting events, so we're re-looking at everything available for us to change. Make sure when our fans come here, they have a good experience, and no matter what they're doing. And so really it should just be a good atmosphere in all.
Now, the fall sports, some of them are finishing up. We had the women's soccer who had a heartbreak up in Seattle, but we got the men's team who is getting ready to kick off their conference tournament play. Are you going to be traveling at all for that at all?
I won't. Jared will be.
Okay.
He'll be at the men's conference tournament. And then I got the chance to go to the cross-country championship
Fantastic.
in Kansas City and to see Kevin Lynch. I mean, he completely dominated that race. And our men's team, and it was phenomenal. You squeak out a WAC conference championship with about 3 points was great. Our women competed well. They ran well. The Cal Baptist just had a good day, right? So it's hard to beat those teams when they have a good day. But we still came in second. So to go to the championships and get first and second, not too bad of a trip. So that's been fun. It's actually, people don't think watching a race is pretty fun, but man, I'm there and I'm yelling. I'm like, come on, you got it. And so I had a blast doing it.
Well, Chad, we know you're a busy guy. We appreciate you taking the time and bringing some Southern hospitality here to the UCCU Center.
Thanks for having me. Absolutely.
We'll be right back with more after this right here on UVU TV.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else?
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life.
If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Chevrolet. I promise you'll love it.
Before you even think about buying a new truck or SUV, you've got to check out MurdochChev.com. You'll be glad you did.
We've got huge discounts on all 2018 models, and you're going to love the 2019 Silverado.
Only at Murdoch Chevrolet in Logan and Woods Cross.
You've got to come and see us.
I came to college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Welcome back, halftime. Still a couple more minutes before the second half tips back. 44-40, the Wolverines on top of Ottawa. The Spirit coming into town and put up a fight. Leading scorer so far for the Wolverines, Brandon Averett with 10 points, 5 of 7 from the floor. Demetrius Moore and the combination of Elijah Simmons have just been absolutely dynamic for Ottawa. Shazier Lawson coming in as well. Shazier Lawson, 11 points, tied with Simmons for the lead for Ottawa. Lawson's 11 points, majority coming from the free throw line. 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 2 of 8 from the floor is Lawson. Trey Woodbury getting into the mix. He's a big key for this Utah Valley team, and it's something that Coach Madsen is really looking for going forward to try and get this offense going. Trey Woodbury, he's dynamic from the outside. Kazan Jardine as well. Kazan Jardine showing up. He can do a lot more in the post. All of his points coming in the post tonight, 9 points to be exact. First half stats breakdown for you as you look at it on your screen. Last week against Westminster, Utah Valley started off 0 of 13 from three-point land until Eke Havza broke free, and tonight they did the same. They were 0 of 7 until Havza hit a three-pointer, and then right after that, Trey Woodbury cashed in. Bench points, Utah Valley has 12 to the Spirit's 0. Coach Madsen in a fantastic gray suit, by the way, trying to get his squad pulled back together. It was last week against Westminster where the second half they really exploded and took off, and where we got to see how potent this offense could be. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that same thing here tonight in the second half. Again, this is a work in progress for those of you keeping score at home for the Wolverines. Very spoiled over the last couple of years, back-to-back 20-plus win seasons, record-breaking for the Wolverines, and having a whole new coaching staff coming in, 11 new players added to this team, only 2 returning from last year. It's a work in progress, but they're putting it together piece by piece, game by game. And Coach Madsen knew exactly that going forward. He knew all that coming in. So second half is underway between the Spirit of Ottawa and the Wolverines of Utah Valley. And Ottawa cashes in right out of the gate here in the second half, 44-42. Brandon Crow with you on UVU TV. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Tuesday evening. There's another outlet. Moore swatted away at the hoop by Kazan Jardine with Elijah Simmons. Jardine elevating. Get a big paw on it. Take another look. Moore just strips it away. Simmons trying to do a reverse. Kazan Jardine is having none of that. Simmons, however, gets the better of it. Cashes in. And Coach Matson's going to call a timeout and talk things over. 44-44. And Ottawa is pumped up. We'll take a quick break as well. We try to gather our thoughts like Coach Matson. Utah Valley and Ottawa tied up 44 apiece on UVU TV.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else?
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life.
If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Hyundai. I promise you'll love it. Get more vehicle for your dollar from Utah's largest Hyundai dealer.
Drive home a new 2019 Hyundai Tucson for only $199 a month, or you'll love the new Elantra for only $13,990.
Go ahead and compare at MurdochHyundai.com.
You've got to come and see it in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Coach Matt Keeley and his squad very happy and very excited about what they're seeing right now on the court from the spirit of Ottawa. Ottawa coming in here as an NIAI school, trying to take on Utah Valley Division I opponent. Very grateful for this opportunity to continue to expand and improve on their program. Only the third year of its existence. The last 2 years they were playing at a local high school gym. And here they are in Orem, Utah, just barely starting the second half, all tied up with the Wolverines. And Utah Valley trying to get things going offensively. Kazan Jardine from the corner. That one comes up short, gets his own rebound, goes right back up, and gets met at the rim. But then Brandon Morley there to pick up the slack. Simmons going fast and hard on the other side. Moore with it on the baseline, looking for some help, puts it on the floor, goes right up against Kazan Jardine. Here comes J.J. Overton now, past the midcourt. Overton gonna go coast to coast. Morley again with the putback. Coach Madsen wanting a foul, hasn't gotten much in favor of Utah Valley tonight. (48-44), Wolverines on top by 4. Simmons couldn't connect with Moore. That would have been some crazy dunk there. Overton kicks back. Brandon Morley steps into a 3. That one misses. Morley gets his own rebound. Big fella. Trying to dodge the defenders. Draws the foul instead. And Shazier Lawson comes up gimpy on the other end for Ottawa. As they take another look at it. Lawson in the background on the floor. And he gets up. And Coach Matt Keeley is going to call a timeout to try and talk things through. Coach Madsen drawing up a play. Trying to get his team ready for a big tournament this weekend. Traveling down to play UAB in the South in Birmingham, Alabama. Before traveling to Lexington to take on Kentucky. And again, Kentucky getting upset by a low-named school, Evansville, tonight. The Purple Aces of Evansville, 67, the Wildcats, 64. So Coach Madsen trying to get his team prepped and ready for that tournament next week. Brandon Morley at the free throw line. And he misses. And Morley makes the second. So Brandon Morley now 8 points on the evening, 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds. So flirting with a double-double is the big man. Now Ottawa on the other side. Carey puts it on the floor. Carey, nice move to get the defense out of control. Up and under. Averett to Overton to Jardine. Trey Woodbury, big man calling for it at the elbow. Big size mismatch. Instead, he gives to Jardine. Jardine gives back to Overton. Overton drives baseline, creates the contact, and gets the ball to fall. Carey in the key. Somehow finding his way through all the trees. Misses the layup. Brandon Morley with rebound number 10. And a turnover by the Wolverines. Now Carey in transition, stripped from behind by Averett. They're going to call a foul instead. That's Brandon Averett's first personal foul. TJ Washington, Ege Habza set to check in for the Wolverines. And Carey makes the first free throw. Simmons with the team high and game high 15 points for Ottawa, and right behind him is Carey with 12. Carey 5 of 10, shooting 50% from the floor. And 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Make that 3 of 4. So 13 points on the evening and counting for Brian Carey. 51-48, Wolverines still on top. Ege Habza, TJ Washington, Cassie Jardine, JJ Overton, Brandon Morley. Jardine calling his own number. And he gets the layup in the key. Simmons on the other end. Simmons rises, denied by Overton. Here comes TJ Washington in transition. And they're going to call a foul on Brian Carey. TJ Washington with his head on a swivel, weaving his way up court. Washington trying to cut back to his left. Carey with the reach. And that's Carey's third personal foul. Kazan Jardine breaking in the key. Instead, Morley goes left to TJ Washington. 15 on the clock for the Wolverines. Washington off the screen from Morley. Jardine with 9. Jardine to Morley. Poor pass gives way to Moore. Moore at the break for Ottawa. Moore in trouble, puts it up. Might have taken a deflection. And the officials tell everybody to go back to the benches, and they're going to have they're going to take a look at this last sequence here. I'm not sure exactly what they're looking at. Our producer and director in studio, Josh Weber, and his fantastic staff trying to dissect and see exactly what the officials might be taking a look at. Maybe they're trying to see if there's an inadvertent elbow or something, maybe away from the play underneath the key. See, Kazan Jardine, who's not in your picture, was tangled up with another Ottawa player. Still unable to figure out exactly what that was. but Wolverines on top nonetheless, 53-48. I think it has something to do with media timeouts. I heard he was changing. He said 16:30, 8:30, something like that. Wolverine possession. Instead, Ottawa tips it away. Now Kazan Jardine with the break. Kazan Jardine gets fouled in the act. Elijah Simmons coming out of nowhere, making sure Jardine was not going to put him on a poster. Take another look at it. Jardine wanting this one. Simmons coming out of nowhere. He got some ball, but he got a lot of body too. And that'll take us to break. Kazan Jardine will be at the free throw line to shoot two when we return. Utah Valley on top 53-48 right here on UVU TV.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become? It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you. Place for you at UVU. Place to engage, to rise, to succeed.
To become.
Willie the Wolverine cheering on the crowd and cheering on the Little Tykes that come from behind victory underdog story. Number 21 right there in your picture. Got beat by at least 5 or 6 seconds to the hoop by number 45. And that little number 21 was able to make his shot, earn some free ice cream. Utah Valley on top 53-48 over Ottawa. The Spirit coming in from Surprise, Arizona. And surprising a lot of people here tonight. Putting up some points and giving Utah Valley fits. Kazan Jardine with 11 total points on the evening tonight. 5 of 11 from the floor. Looking for free throw number 2. Cashes in. Utah Valley holds a 59-0 record versus non-Division I opponents. This is contest number 60. Looking to keep it a perfect streak. Kazan Jardine makes it 2 for 2. 13 total points, team high for the Wolverines. Only Wolverine on the floor right now in double digits. Meanwhile, you have 3 players in double digits for Ottawa. That man right there being one of them. Big Brandon Morley with the rebound. Ege Havza past half court. Ege Havza gives way to TJ Washington. Havza. And a foul's called away from the ball. And this one's going to go against Elijah Simmons. That'll be his 4th personal foul. So with Simmons, that's his 4th. And Moore, Carey, and Lawson all have 3 as well. Simmons is going to take a break. J.J. Overton to A.K. Havza. Now T.J. Washington. Washington inlet. Kick back out. Instead, Kazan Jardine going to take it. Nice up and under move. Morley has it. Puts it back up and in. Double digits, official double-double for the big man. 10 points, 13 rebounds. And he might have gotten a block on that one. Here comes J.J. Overton running the break. Kazan Jardine misses. And a foul's called against Ege Havza coming from behind. Jardine with the up and under move. Can't get the left hand to go. Brandon Morley says thank you very much. Nice and easy for the big man. Morley 4 of 7 from the floor. Kazan Jardine, he'll take a break. Isaiah White checks back into the game for the Wolverines. Isaiah White with just 3 points. TJ Washington trying to pick Ottawa's pocket. Nice give and go pass for the Spirit. And they're going to call TJ Washington with the foul. Utah Valley's on a 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes. And Ottawa hasn't made any shots in their last 6 attempts. Shazier Lawson missing from the free throw line. And Shazier Lawson misses both free throws, which gives the crowd free ice cream from Culver's. It's always a thrill for the little ones. And even me myself. TJ Washington, count it! Foul and one, TJ Washington. Foul's gonna go against Brian Carey. And that's his 4th personal. Take another look at it. Washington splits the defense, draws the contact on Carey, puts it up and in. 59-48. Washington trying to make it an even 60 with the free throw. And he connects. TJ Washington in his first official game of the season, now with 6 points. 1 of 5 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Demetrius Moore. Brandon Morley falls on it. And a foul's called against Demetrius Moore. That'll be his 4th personal foul. So things could get very interesting here for Ottawa. Utah Valley with their largest lead of the game, 60-48. TJ Washington with the stutter step hesitation, trying to go with an up and under. Ege Hamza with the steal, quick hand from Hamza, draws the foul. Can't finish, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Maxwell Moses can't catch up to Hamza. Gets him with the body as Hamza goes up and misses the layup and draws the foul. Sends himself to the free throw line. Hamza gave those quick hands, the pickpocket. Olajak Bouquet checks in. And Demetrius Moore is right back in as well for Ottawa. Wolverines on a 9-0 run over the last 3 minutes. Hamza. 4 points on the contest for Ege. 1 3-pointer and 1 free throw. Maxwell Moses gets rejected by Overton. Overton running the show now. Overton going coast to coast, drives, gives to TJ Washington. (63-48). Overton, who got the block. Nice dish, no look to TJ Washington on the baseline. Nice and easy. Just like they drew it up. That's textbook. Overton learning that one from his daddy. 63-48, Wolverines on top. Timeout on the floor. And the Wolverines are on a 12-0 run over the last 3 minutes. I know it's going to sound like a broken record for a lot of you people, for you young folks out there. Maybe a skipping CD, or I don't know if you have any problems with your digital tracks that you listen to these days. But the storyline for Utah Valley this year is going to continue to build upon each game and try and learn something and try and get better. It's not always going to be the prettiest. It's not going to start off electric, but Utah Valley is going to try and continue to build on, and they're going to continue to build on what's been built already before them. Utah Valley over the last 2 seasons has been the best overall basketball team in the state. Utah school records, Utah Valley 48-21 over the last 2 seasons with that winning percentage right there, .696. Utah State right behind them, BYU, Utah, and Weber State down below. Say what you want, but the numbers are there, and Utah Valley's done a heck of a job with this program. And Coach Madsen's only going to continue to improve upon it and add his touch to it as well. So 63-48, Wolverines on top. Emmanuel Olajapoke trying not to foul. Instead, J.J. Overton with another pickpocket. Overton, coast to coast, with the left-handed finish. Overton now, 8 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. Make that a 14-0 run for the Wolverines. Ottawa with a little over 13 left to play. 10 on the shot clock. Good defense here by the Wolverines, rejected by Olajapoke. Moore trying a desperation shot. Shot clock violation for the Spirit. Here's another look at it. Eman Olajapoke licking his chops. Swats that one away. Isaiah White trying to get there. Moore just barely beat him. TJ Washington with the handles. Trying to get it to Isaiah White. Carry past the timeline. Simmons. Carry again. Offensive foul on the screen. Shazier Lawson ran into TJ Washington. And that's Lawson's 4th personal foul. So here's the moving screen against Lawson with that extended right knee. So 4 out of the 5 players on the court right now for Ottawa all have 4 personal fouls. Deshaun Kirk, the only one that has 0. Havza at the top of the key. 65-48, Wolverine lead. No look pass, TJ Washington in the corner. That one rims off. Kirk with the rebound. Here comes Ottawa. Carey. Kick out, Lawson for 3. Yes. Shazier Lawson showing that Ottawa will not go away. And from the tiny school in Surprise, Arizona, all those watching back home in the Grand Canyon State, you need to have your heads held high. Ottawa putting up a big fight tonight. J.J. Overton from the top of the key. Yes, sir! J.J. Overton again with the rebound. Overton single-handedly taking over the second half. Two-man jam! Eman Olajapoke! That's high percentage. Thank you, J.J. Overton. Overton now with 3 assists. 11 minutes left in the contest. Ege Hamza, now TJ Washington. Washington keeps it himself. 15 on the clock. Washington steps into a 3. That one rims off. Nobody home for the rebound for the Wolverines. Here comes Ottawa and Carey. .20 seconds on the shot clock. Carey looking for some help. And this one tips, goes out of play. An immediate timeout as we take another look at the beauty. J.J. Overton to Olajapoke. That's good stuff. That's old school right there. Hoop cam. You see the smile from Overton right down below. Eman Olajapoke looking eye to eye to the rim. Utah Valley 70, Ottawa 51. We'll be right back on UVU TV.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Well, one of the points after last week's win at Westminster that Coach Madsen talked about, and also Kyle McDonald, one of the beat writers for Utah Valley University and author, creator of WackHoopsDigest.com. He was on our UVU Coaches Show earlier this week, and he pointed out that the key for Utah Valley is to get out in transition. And that's what he was trying to emphasize along with Coach Madsen. And you can see right there, points in the paint, getting out in transition, helping those big fellas get involved in the paint. Utah Valley just blowing Ottawa away 44-20. Fantastic graphics from our stat crew tonight. Again, Wolverines on top 70-51. Ottawa will not go away and has put up a fantastic fight here tonight. 10 minutes left to play in the contest. Averett, who's been stagnant at 10 points for a while, wanted to get some more offensive rhythm in there. Overton draws the foul, trying to put it up old school style. He'll go to the line. Deshaun Kirk draws the foul. And now everybody who's on the floor for Ottawa has a foul. That's Deshaun Kirk's first personal. All four of his other teammates have 4 apiece. Overton misses. Demetrius Moore stepped out in front of his own bench. Thought he had a lane. Averett. Washington in the lane, trying to throw an alley-oop lob to Iman Olajapuke, who gracefully corrals and puts it up and in. Iman now with 8 points. And that's a big-time bomb there from Ottawa. Carey continues to add to his point total. 16. Overton, ooh! Baseline jam, and the foul. Overton mean mugging, gets himself to the line, having a career night. J.J. Overton. Then how do you like that? He sees a crease, drives, baseline, 2 hands with the foul. Hoop cam, holla. And Overton completes the 3-point play. Utah Valley now on a 24-6 run over the last 7.5 minutes. And J.J. Overton getting a big standing ovation from his teammates. And his head coach, Mark Madsen, just grabbed him, looked at him, and said, big time. That might be his new nickname going forward. J.J. Big Time Overton. Wolverines now in transition. Trey Woodbury, T.J. Washington in the corner. Washington drives. Averett still with it. Averett to Washington in the corner. Washington, step back 3-pointer. That one misses. Big rebound, Isaiah White. No good, but he gets a foul. And that'll be Shazier Lawson's exclamation point to finish off a night for him. 14 points, 3 of 12 from the floor. 7 of 11 from the charity stripe, 9 total rebounds, 1 block, and 5 fouls. Deshaun Kirk, Maxwell Moses, Elijah Simmons, Demetrius Moore, Brian Carey, all on the floor for Ottawa as Isaiah White sinks the free throw. TJ Washington, Brandon Averett, Isaiah White, Emmanuel Jackpoke, and Trey Woodbury on the floor for the Wolverines. 76, make that 77-54 with 8:30 left to play. So like we talked about before, it's going to be slow, but second half is where Utah Valley explodes and extends that lead as Simmons misses. Washington gets it out to Isaiah White. Back to Trey Woodbury. Deep 3 for Woodbury. Oh, yeah! Woodbury now in double digits with 10. (80-54). Step back three-pointer from Carey. That one rims off. Here comes TJ Washington. Washington, stutter step, kick out, Brandon Averett for 3. Averett back-to-back three-pointers for the Wolverines. Largest lead of the game, 83-54. Isaiah White with the save. Right back to Ottawa. Demetrius Moore puts it up and in. TJ Washington past the timeline. Nice give and go to Averett down low. Averett swatted from behind, but a body foul called against Demetrius Moore. And that's Demetrius Moore's evening. He finishes with 11 points, 5-11 from the floor. 4 total rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 fouls. Jake Satter checks in. And as we head to break, the Wolverines starting to pour it on from outside. Trey Woodbury getting into the mix. TJ Washington with the cross-court pass. Isaiah White gives way to Woodbury in transition. Splashdown. And then right after that, TJ Washington gives way to Brandon Averett. Averett says, you know what? I want some of this too. Wolverines on top, 83-56. We'll be right back after this.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else?
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life.
If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Chevrolet. I promise you'll love it.
Before you even think about buying a new truck or SUV, you've got to check out MurdochChev.com. You'll be glad you did.
We've got huge discounts on all 2018 models, and you're going to love the 2019 Silverado.
Only at Murdoch Chevrolet in Logan and Woods Cross.
You've got to come and see us.
I came to college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
Fun for the whole family. Little kids trying to keep mom awake here. Utah Valley on top, 83-56. Whole family's loving it. Some scores from around the conference. The WAC scoreboard, Cal Baptist on top. Falling to Texas, 67-54. Chicago State losing to Eastern Illinois, 98-34. Seattle U in a dogfight with Pacific and Oregon. And New Mexico State on top of UTEP by 10, despite New Mexico State's plethora of injuries. A lot of fun basketball to be had throughout the remainder of this season. As UCCU Center turned into a church there. Nobody said anything when Brandon Averett just shot that free throw. I beg your pardon, so New Mexico State was trailing 48-53. Big rivalry down there in the West between UTEP and New Mexico State. Carey with the step back. That one rims off. Ottawa gets the rebound again and throws it away. Backcourt violation for the Spirit. Brandon Morley with the double-double for the Wolverines. 14 rebounds, 10 points. A couple Wolverines to keep your eye out on for double-double watch going forward. Kazan Jardine, 4 rebounds away, 13 points, 6 boards. Iman Olajakoki. Post up, down low. Nice touch from number 4. (87-56). Carey, head full of steam, kicks out. Satter for 3. Yep, that good. (87-59). Ege Havza looking for some help. Now Rimmon around the key. Averett on the baseline. Isaiah White now for 3. That one comes up short. Carey, outlet. Moses with the finish. 87-61. Wolverines on top, 6 minutes to play. Trey Woodbury. Averett. Kick out to Isaiah White. Crashes into the key, gives way to Iman Olajakoki. Olajakoki loses it. So with 12 on the shot clock, Wolverines will inbound from their own baseline. Kazan Jardine, who needs 4 rebounds for that double-double, sits at 13 points, 6 boards. TJ Washington with 8 points and 7 boards as Olajakoki takes a breather. Trey Woodbury thought about the 3, puts it on the floor. 5 on the shot clock, having to put it up. 2 on the shot clock, and that one goes! Trey Woodbury, he'll count it. 12 points for Woodbury. (13 on the clock for Ottawa. 7-6. Carey. Stutter steps into a 3, misses. Ege Havza with the big rebound. Transition, Isaiah White draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Trey Woodbury, desperation, step back. Splash down. One of the words that he says to himself when he makes a bucket. Got stripped momentarily, steps back into it. Nice and easy. Isaiah White cashing in from the charity stripe, 6 points. 1 of 4 from the floor. 5 rebounds for White. And White makes both free throws. So in Coach Madsen's second home game, flirting with 100. The Wolverines are. 4.5 minutes left to play. Carey going against Washington. Bounce pass to Moses. Isaiah White with the big rebound. White gets out to Woodbury. Woodbury puts it on the floor. Pulls it back. Cross court to Isaiah White down below. Isaiah White looking for some help. Finally goes up and in. Swatted from behind twice. Tipped out of play. Last touched off of Ottawa. Wolverine ball. .13 on the clock for the Wolverines. Ege Havza steps into a 3. And he's money from outside. Ege Havza, a perfect 2 of 2 from distance. Four minutes left exactly, 94-61. Wolverines on top. Ottawa still not going away. Carey with the layup. Carey now 18 points. Carey wants 20 plus. Isaiah White calling for it in the corner. Trey Woodbury with the drive, with a reverse layup. Woodbury now with 14. Stop and pop there from Moses. And we'll take a break. We'll catch our breath. Utah Valley exploding here in this second half, 96-65. We'll be right back with more on UView TV.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
Utah Valley UCCU Center rocking right now. Wolverines at 44 points at the break, exploding for 96 here in the second half. Upcoming schedule, again, like we mentioned, Utah Valley going on the road at UAB on Friday, then at Kentucky on Monday, and then coming back home to face Lamar, and then traveling to North Dakota State, and then out at Mount St. Mary's. You see a smile there from Coach Madsen and his crew. A Todd sandwich. Phillips and Okeson on either side of them. Coach Madsen looking for a win number 2 here at home, and Wolverines doing a good job so far. Again, 44-40 was that halftime score as Bradley Kitchen gets into the mix for the Wolverines. Saw his first career points in action last Tuesday against Westminster. Jardine getting the rebound and the putback. Padding those stats, Mr. Katz and Jardine. Jardine now 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Hey, that's a nice looking shot there from Jake Satter. Satter now with 6 points. Isaiah White. Ball's loose. Ottawa comes away with it. Satter looking for some help. Centers. Moses, Kirk. Satter. 10 on the clock. Gives way to Centers. Centers. Satter, another 3. This one comes up short. That'll go out of play. Ege Havza comes in for Kaz and Jardine. Averitt gives way to Havza. Havza now to Woodbury. 2 minutes left to play in the game. Isaiah White draws the foul, no shot. So Utah Valley with their largest lead, 98-68. 2 minutes left to play. And Isaiah White at the free throw line. Isaiah White misses the first. And White makes the second. Centers. Going against Averett, gives way to Kirk now. $1:48 to play. Center's on the floor. Moses can't get it to fall. Woolbear with the rebound. Averett somehow gets it back, shows off that athleticism. My, oh my, Brandon Averett. The strength and the quickness. And Utah Valley has eclipsed the 100 mark. 101-68. Five on the clock. Pull-up jumper from Ottawa, no good. Hobson with the rebound. Hobson's going to slow it down. Kitchen with the head fake, gives back to Trey Woodbury. No good. There's a nice drive. Darius Thurman. Thurman with his first bucket of the game for Ottawa. And the shot clock is off. Game clock continuing to tick. Mark Madsen says no shot. And the Wolverines will let the ball sit on the court. Utah Valley gets Coach Madsen's second career victory in big-time fashion over Ottawa. 101-70 is the final score. Multiple Wolverines in double digits. And again, if you are Ottawa and if you are the Spirit, keep your heads held up high. Matt Keeley and company coming here into Orem, Utah, taking on a Division I school and putting up a big fight. They did not slow down. In the end, Utah Valley, the athleticism and everything just got a little bit too much. But Ottawa will be a force to be reckoned with going forward in the Golden State Athletic Conference. Coach Madsen thanking fans and greeting everybody for coming out. Lots of Wolverines stepped up tonight. Big time. That's the new nickname for J.J. Overton. Coach Madsen thrilled with his team's performance. Dishing the dimes was Overton. Iman Olojakoke getting in on it. 101-70 is your final score. For all of our hardworking staff and crew behind the scenes, for our director and producer in studio, Josh Weber, I am Brandon Crow saying so long and good night from Orem, Utah. Wolverines on top.